We're acquiring pharmacies in key geographies across North America where we have access to populations of patients based on our in-home technology, which is a medication dispensing technology that extracts a lot of data from the patient multiple times a day.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Shane Bishop. He is the CEO of Custom Health. And Shane, good to see you. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, good to have you along. And we're going to talk about your financial numbers in just a second, which are very good. But before we do that, let's remind everyone a little bit about Custom Health and what you do.
Yeah, so our business plan, which is reflected in the numbers that we will discuss, really we're acquiring pharmacies in key geographies across North America where we have access to populations of patients based on our in-home technology, which is a medication dispensing technology that extracts a lot of data from the patient multiple times a day, and we feed all the data up to our clinical team that actually looks at data and does something with this data. And we tend to integrate our recommendations and the data into physician EHRs, really closing the loop on the circle of care and leveraging our pharmacists as much as possible.
Yeah, so in the second quarter, reporting 70% revenue growth, very strong numbers. Tell me a little bit about how you're able to achieve that.
That goes back to the rollout of the business plan, which is making those acquisitions. As part of our listing, we did close, two pharmacies that came on board with us, and we've started to roll out our population of patients within those pharmacies. So those numbers reflect only 1 month of actual numbers from the acquisition. So we've kind of set ourselves up now for a consistent quarter-over-quarter growth, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, in the news, your chief financial officer expecting, hopefully 130 million in annualized revenue and positive EBITDA in 2027. I mean, the business plan is strong and it continues to get strong as these acquisitions really sort of feed this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did an announcement of another acquisition of a pharmacy in Wisconsin. Yeah, when
Mm.
you pull all that together, it gets pretty exciting because we'll be have a run rate after we close that deal of about 130 million dollars in US revenue, which is great. All strategic locations being fed by our patients, which drive the organic growth. So we're gonna have a coupling of the accretive inorganic growth on these acquisitions, but with a strong organic growth backside. So looking forward to presenting those numbers soon.
And maybe you can talk to us a little bit, Shane, about the acquisition part of things, because people may not realize that. I mean, if you just go into your local town, you'll see, seven, eight, nine pharmacies, so to
Right.
speak. And so there's not a shortage of opportunities there, but it's the right opportunity that makes the biggest difference.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of different roll-up strategies out there with pharmacies, and you grow by inorganic acquisitions. We are very focused on what we call closed door non-real retail pharmacies. So they're not the pharmacy in your local strip mall, that sort of thing. They really
Mm.
are factory warehouse setting pharmacies that are fully automated. And their focus is really to package prescriptions in the most accurate way with our packaging automation, vision checking technologies for 100% accuracy. So it's a different type of pharmacy, and then we're able to scale them quickly because we can push these patients into these pharmacies. So it's not a pharmacy that's selling your HABA products and that sort of thing. It really is closed door focus on a factory type setting, accuracy, efficiency, and then we overlay that clinical service on top of that.
And lastly, in the quarter, you obviously have to have the revenue in order to push that growth. And you announced that you officially started trading as well, which I think is another positive in that quarter that really helped the company.
Yeah, absolutely. It's giving us access to the capital that we require to nail down this business plan and move it forward. So we're very excited about the partners we have, and yeah, to allow us to continue to grow consistently over these next quarters.
All right, we'll look forward to hearing more about it when the time is right. Shane, thanks so much. Really good update.
Thank you, Steve.
Congratulations on the success.
Take care. Bye now.
All right, Shane Bishop, CEO of Custom Health.